Hello friends, this is Priyanka. Today we are going to solve a problem on isometric projection. So let us first observe what is the given orthographic projection. So here the front view, top view and side view is given. So let us first decide what is the total length, height and width for this object. So if we observe the front view, the total length and total height we will come to know. So what is the length here? That is 80 millimeter on the horizontal line, and what is the height? That is on vertical line it is given 46 millimeter. Now if we move from the front view to the top view, so top view decides what is the total length as well as what is the total width. So what is the width? So width is given on the vertical line, that is equal to 50 millimeter. So here length is 80 millimeter. So if we observe this scale dimensions, these dimensions are small. So we will use here the scale 1:3, that is 1 millimeter in the orthographic projection is equal to 3 millimeter in the isometric projection. So we will take here length 80 multiplied by 3, that is equal to 240 millimeter. In the same way we will take width 50 into 3, that is 150 millimeter, and height 46 into 3, that is 138 millimeter. Now how to start this isometric projection? So if we observe this orthographic projection, front view is given on the right hand side. So we have to plot the front view in the isometric projection is on the left hand side. So where is the right hand side and left hand side? So for that first we have to draw this basic horizontal line, and on that we will select one point. Now from that point we have to select the three angles. So I will take here the protractor and select here the angle 30 degree from the right hand side, 30 degree from the left hand side, and the third angle is at 90 degree. So these 3 points are getting selected. Now draw the lines passing through these points. Now where is the right hand side and left hand side? So because of this vertical line, all the this part is known as the right hand side and this part is known as the left hand side. So we have to plot the front view is on the left hand side. So here we will plot the front view. So what front view indicates? That is the true length and true height. So this line indicates the length. So we have to take the dimension equal to length, that is equal to 240 millimeter. So select the 240 millimeter dimension on this line, and from that point draw a vertical line. Now this vertical line indicates the height. So we have to take the dimension equal to height, that is 138 millimeter. Now this line is also parallel to this line, and we have to take the dimension equal to height and mark here one point. Now we have to plot the side view towards on the right hand side. So what is the width here? So width 150 millimeter. So we have to take the dimension 150 millimeter and draw here one vertical line. On this vertical line, the vertical line indicates the dimension of height. So we have to take the dimension equal to 138 millimeter and mark here one point. Now join these 3 points. Now from this point we have to draw the line parallel to this width, and we have to take the dimension equal to this width, and here will be the point, and then join these remaining points. So this is the outline of the isometric projection. So if we observe these 3 lines 1, 2, 3 are parallel to each other and indicates for the dimension of the width. In the same way, these vertical lines 1, 2, 3 are parallel to each other and indicates for the dimension of the height. And these 3 lines 1, 2, 3 are parallel to each other and indicates for the dimension of the length. Now we will move for the front view. So in the front view, we come to know that there is the construction for the height of 15 millimeter, and this construction is from the base. So we will take here the dimension is 15 millimeter. So our scale is 1:3. So 15 into 3, that is 45 millimeter I will take here. So this is the line for the height. So we will take this dimension 45 millimeter for this height line. So select here the point. Now if we observe, we have to join these 3 lines. So this is the construction at the base for the height of 15 millimeter. If we observe the front view, then there is the construction on the left hand side. So if we observe, the length is given for that construction, that is equal to 15 millimeters. So we have to select for the lines which indicates the length, that is 1, 2, 3, that is equal to 15 millimeters. So 15 into 3, that means we will mark here the point for the 45 millimeter. So these are the 3 points that we have selected. Now we will join these 3 points. Now again, if we observe, there is the slope. So what is the start point and end point of this slope? So if we observe from the front view to the top view, then the location of the exact start point and end point is given, that is along the length. What top view indicates? Top view indicates the true length and true width. So what is that construction for the width and what is the length for that slope, that we can observe in the top view. So where is the start point? So if we observe, for that slope the projection is directly taken in vertically downward direction. So where is the start point? That is 35 millimeter from the left hand side. That is 35 millimeter from this side. We have to take here the point for the 35 millimeter. So we will take. So 35 into 3, that is equal to 105 millimeter. So I will mark here one point for 105 millimeter. So on both sides I will mark here the point for 105 millimeter. So this will be the start point. And where is the end point? So end point is 25 millimeter from the right hand side. So 25 into 3, that is 75 millimeter. So we have to take a distance of 25 into 3, that is 75 millimeter. But if we observe, the start point is at a height of 46 millimeter from the base. That means from this point, here is the start point of the slope, and where is the end point of the slope, that is at 15 millimeter. So on this, along this base, there is the end of the slope. So now we will complete this base. So how to complete this? Now take the parallel line passing through this corner. So we have to take here the line that should be parallel to this line also. So now we have to select here the distance equal to 75 millimeter on these two lines. So 75, I will mark here the point on the both sides. So these are the selected points. Now this is the start point and this is the end point of this slope. But what is the width? So in the top view, that width is not given, but it's a projection from the top view to the side view is done, and in the side view the width is given. So this width is 25 millimeter. So this 25 millimeter is given, that is on the right hand side. That means from this point to this point we have to select the 25 millimeter. So 25 into 3. So before that I will join the selected points. So these are the selected points. So here is the line. So these are the projection lines. So now on this point we have to select the distance equal to 25. So 25 means 25 into 3, that is 75 millimeters. So I will select the 2 points. So these are the 2 points that is getting selected. Now we will join. So this is the slope. Now if we observe again the top view, here is the construction. So construction is done up to this width. So here we have to draw a straight line. So this is the construction part. Now if we observe, now we have to highlight what is the construction part. That means from the front view, if we observe, we can see clearly the slope. So this is the start point and end point. So this start point we have to draw a vertical line that will be parallel to the height, because here is the construction, and for this end point, if we observe, we can clearly see that slope. So this height and length are the true lengths for the front view. So we have to draw a line that will be parallel to the length passing through the end point of the slope. So here this is the true shape of the slope that can be seen from the front view. Now we will highlight what is the actual construction. So if we observe the top view, there is the construction can be clearly seen. So this is the construction which can be clearly seen. So first I will complete this top view. So this slope can be clearly seen from the top. Then if we move for the front view, then here is the construction that is for the particular width and height. So it can be clearly seen. So we have to highlight as it can be seen from the front. Then from the front view, this slope can be clearly seen. So we have to show these corners. Now if we observe, here is the construction for the width of 35 mm and here the construction for the width of the 15 mm. So here is the construction gap is there. So how to complete this construction gap? So we have to project one line passing through that corner in parallel to this height. So if I project this line, then from that line we have to join these corners to these lines. So how to join? So we have to take the line parallel to this width line and we will join here. And then again this line is parallel to the length. So again I will take from this corner, that is the line parallel to the length. So if we observe here the corner is getting formed. Now we have to show this corner because from the front this corner can be clearly seen because of there is the gap. This width gap can be clearly seen. Now if we observe here, again we have to complete this. That is the end point of the slope and this is the construction at the height. So here is the, we will clearly show because in the top view there are two straight lines can be shown here. So we have to show this. Now if we observe, the line joining the slope to the base is not shown. So in the front view, so we will remove this line. So here this is the total construction in the isometric projection. Now we will give the dimensions. So how to give the dimensions? So we will give the dimension for this base. So we will take the line parallel to this. So we have to give the dimensions in the direction of construction only. So now we have to give here as a 15. Then in the same way here 35 and 25. So this distance is 35 that we have to show. So for that, then again here this distance is given, that is 25 mm. So we have to take the lines parallel to this. So this distance is 35 and here this distance is given. Now we have to draw here the line parallel to this and we will take here, that means here is the 25. Now the width is also given, that is width of this slope is also given, that is 25 mm. So how to give? So in the direction of the slope we have to show here the two lines and then draw the parallel line to this width line. Now here the dimension is given, that is 25. Then what is this total height? So total height is 46. So how to give? So again we have to give here. Now we will show here the dimension is 46. So in this way these dimensions are given and this is the isometric projection for this given orthographic projection.